Hello world, I am Mia, and with it being hot summertime, I thought it would be the best time to teach you guys about my overall all things papaya scrub. And today I'm just going to show you all my favorite ingredients that I use to mix up this papaya mask, and we'll talk about the overall benefits of it. So first let's go over the ingredients. So it's literally just 3 things. Number 1, whole papaya. Number 2, fresh aloe, the full leaf, not that stuff in the bottle. Number 3, fresh honey, preferably from Heather's daddy. So first off, I'm going to start off by slicing the papaya open. And then, sorry about that. Once I get it all open, I'm going to use the seeds as well. Now you have the option, you could either pour the seeds out and keep them separate and strain them and use them for something else, because they are overall great for just skin and antibacterial and antifungals, and it's a really good natural exfoliant on its own. So you can either use the seeds separately, but I prefer to use them in the overall mix because, you know, why not? So as I'm peeling all of this out, if you have a dehydrator or if you want to be experimental, you could also save the peel and let it dry out, and then once it gets all super crumbly and everything, you can mix it into a tincture or an oil and save it through that. It's kind of why I love the papaya. You can do so much with it. I don't even like to eat it, so I don't have to. But yeah, then the other good benefits are it's great for your feet. Like if you have a lot of dead skin on your feet or just anywhere, because of the natural exfoliant that it does. And yeah, let's just keep on paying attention while I open this baby up and use it all up, because it's gonna be good on me. Now look, y'all, y'all gonna see my feet. I don't want no judging. No judging, okay? This is a judge-free zone. I'm opening up and letting y'all see the ugly of my feet. But you wanna know the funny thing is? I know how to fix it. So let me first wipe up the papaya I wasted on myself. And now I'm still carving this part into there. Another good thing you could do with the seeds, if you decide to let them dry out, I have mixed them in with some fresh oatmeal, like uncooked oatmeal, raw oats, and you can put it in a blender and use them both together as a face wash. That's another good option. So many different benefits of one good plant. Or fruit. I'm sorry, it's a fruit. So I'm almost done carving all of this out. And once I finish carving this one out, I'm gonna go over to the aloe vera. Yeah, we have a whole story about this aloe vera. She's Jenny from over the block. So just give me a little bit of time and we're almost done carving this out. So now that I have the papaya carved out, I can move over to the aloe vera. And as you see, I have a nice deep bowl because at the end of the day, it's gonna make it easier whenever I pull out the immersion blender and just whip it all up. Now, if you don't have an immersion blender, you can also use just a regular hand blender or a bullet if you have that. The options are open. Or you could even use a fork. It's super simple, so use what you have. Say that. So, we're on to this aloe vera. Y'all, I literally walked 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, just to get this handy dandy piece of fresh aloe vera in good old Brookline. But I got it though. So now I'm going to slice the aloe vera. And the only part of the aloe vera that I really want is the center meat. And you gotta be careful because this one has the yellow undertone. So some aloe has it, some doesn't. But it can be a little irritant for different people's skin. So I try to make sure I avoid that part. So I'm literally just going to slide up and give y'all some space. Slice it directly down, like in the top if I can. That way I can just open it up and then scoop it all from under it, from inside of it. Wasn't the best cut, but you know. But it did open me up to it, so now I can get in here. Only person that will really understand what I went through to go get this aloe vera fresh is another herbalist. Like, real talk, y'all don't understand what we go through for the experimentations of our chemistry and science. But we'll go to the herbalist. and it's summertime, so I refuse to have my skin looking a hot, funky mess. I'd rather have this pretty glow. You see this pretty glow? I work hard for this glow. So I feel like this is a good enough amount to at least start off with. So right now, I'm literally just going to take the spoon and scoop it out. And as I scoop it out, I'm going to pour it directly into the bowl where the papaya is. So literally just scooping out, pouring in there. Another good thing about this mask, though, also while I'm pouring the aloe vera in there, is you can use it as a great hydration mask for your hair. Oh, your hair will love it and thank you multiple times later. And it comes in handy like once a week. It brings back a great shine to the hair, adds a lot of body while also cleansing and hydrating the scalp. All kind of stuff, especially with this aloe vera in there. So yeah, great in hand. So the more aloe you use, the more like of a good thick consistency you'll have. So since I use the whole papaya, I prefer to use the whole like large aloe leaf. So as y'all see, I'm just gonna scrub that in there. Get all of that in the bowl. No aloe left behind. I don't like wasting this stuff, y'all. I'm Southern. Waste not, want not. So keep getting that in the bowl. Now I'm just going to, let me see how slimy my hands are. Now I'm going to slice it some more so we can get the rest out. And then it's a good little chunk left on here. So if anything, you could save this, rub it on your hair scalp, like rub it on your skin, rub it all over the T-zones of the nose just to kind of clear up those blackheads or any of those like enlarged pore cells. It's just so much you could do with it. So I'm gonna save this with the rest of the scraps. So then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna keep slicing this open. So this part down here I can use for other stuff and it's too small to really just fight with. So I'm anything just going to slice from the top. Now guys, I have a little bit of knife skills since I'm a professional chef. Do not try and do what I do. The simple way of doing it is to lay it down and literally slice. Just go straight through. Ta-da! So slimy. And then the last part of this ingredient is going to be the honey. Now if you notice, I've used 2 natural preservatives. Does anybody know what those are? Let's see, who's an herbalist around here? Well, for those of you that are not herbalists or just don't know, the honey is a natural preservative just like the aloe. So it's pretty good. But I prefer to leave it refrigerated just because it's still fresh fruit and you know, the consistency it does. So we refrigerate it and use it whenever. And it comes in perfect handy on the hot summer days or when you got a last minute random date such as myself and you need to clean those feet up because you've been sitting at a summer camp for a month. So yeah, just options. But back to the subject though here. The great benefit of it having these natural preservatives is I can leave it in the refrigerator for at least up to 2.5, 3 months. So that's a great thing. Yeah. It lasts long. So you can take your time on it and with it. But I like to use it at least bi-weekly or once a week if I have the time over my entire body. And if you struggle with acne or stuff like that, you can put it over your face and just let it dry. It dries instantly like a perfect mask. And you can just sleep with it on your face to heal the skin also. I have clients that I've recommended that to and it has done wonders. But I walk around my body on, natural days, skin self-love days, just bucket naked with, the mask on. And I have the prettiest skin on earth. Nobody can tell me anything else. So we are almost done dumping all of our ingredients in. I'm going to put that last little piece over there with the rest of the future babies of the world. And now I'm going to grab some honey. And I get an extra still. Just clear this off. Oh, the honey is already ready to pour, so that's even better. Set this out the way. How's everyone doing today? This is my first video, so I'm super excited about this. So thank you for whoever ends up watching this for being a part of it. So honey, fun fact, has its own natural healings for the skin and for the body just because of the natural bacteria that the bees use in it. So it's great for allergies. It's great for just healing wounds. So I kind of like to put honey in anything I use or make, but especially in this mask, because it also adds the necessary moisture to your skin that the aloe vera might pull out. So it's a great balance, give or take, you know. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more honey just for the topper offer. And yeah, that's all the honey you need. And literally, like I said, guys, it's only 3 simple ingredients. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. It's super simple. And now, the fun time. Now we grab our immersion blender and blend it on up. So guys, as you can see right now, it still has a pretty liquidy consistency, and that's just because, you know, I'm mixing everything into one. So I prefer, well, this is why I prefer to let it cool off in the refrigerator and just chill itself, because then it becomes this perfect, like, thick consistency that's like perfect, I'm struggling, to rub on the skin and do whatever you need. So that's a plus. So yeah, and let's see if anyone remembers all the benefits. So let's go over them. Benefit number 1, it's a natural exfoliant, so it automatically removes dead skin off the body naturally and lightly, so no scrubbage, no none of that, just setting it on there, it does so. It also is good at tightening up the skin cells and rejuvenating the skin cells, i.e. we're being able to remove the big bags under people's eyes, clear up those blackheads or enlarged pores, so it's also great for that. Thing number 3, great for removing dead skin off the feet. Oh, best thing ever. You wish you never had to ever. Well, doing this, you'll never ever pay for a pedicure again. I promise you that. It only takes 5 minutes. You put your feet in a plastic bag, and then you put the mask over your feet. You wrap your feet up in the plastic bag and let them sit for a good 30 minutes. You know, just sit back, relax, and then you rinse it off, and all dead skin has been removed from your feet. And that's a great thing. And the other fun, cool thing is to use it all over your body. You can use it as a hair conditioner to loosen up the curls, to rejuvenate the curls, and to add body and sheen to the curls. But for the body, it gives you this beautiful glow similar to mine. I can't guarantee you get mine though. So, yeah. So right now, as you can see, it's a big, huge, loose thickness. But pretty soon, it's gonna have a good, great consistency of like jelly. Like, so that's what I really want. So once it reaches the gelatin type of consistency, that's when it'll start being used. So I prefer to let it sit in the fridge for at least a solid 3 to 4 hours, maybe a little longer, depending on what kind of home you live in. So you'll simply just grab this, pour it into a mason jar, wrap a lid on it, put a label and a date and label on it. You always want to date and label your stuff, guys. And yeah, pull it out whenever you need it. So that is Onyx's cool little tricks of the day. So y'all have a fun afternoon. Peace.